push, push, push. It's pretty. Neat.
Our Zeus things, we're going to want the hood off, right?
Not bad. You did. A little bit of water here. Water everywhere. Water, unfortunately, got Aldo's. Hopefully the car didn't get too jacked up. But I get it dried up. This is race day. Today's elimination day. Yeah. First round elimination, going up against the Corvette that we raced at FL2K years ago. See how it goes. Okay, just an update. This is what's happening. It's raining, so nobody wants to race in the rain. Obviously, they offered to make us make us race tomorrow, and ain't nobody looking to race on a fucking Monday. But I'm sure a bunch of people are gonna want the shot at 10K, so I'm sure they'll leave it up to a vote. But if you know, everyone here wants to go home. Look, everyone wants to go home. So. Every 2K there's been a weather issue, every single one I've been a part of, so I'm not surprised, but I'll give you an update as to what happens once they decide what to do. If they split the pot, it's over 1,200 bucks each person in Streetcar Elite. If they don't, have people show up tomorrow, and fuck, I don't know who's going to show up and race on a Monday, but that's the update right now. Raining, they're dragging the track, they're hoping it goes away. The radar says it's going to be real bad for a long time, so yeah, if you want to go to 2K, this is what to expect every fucking year. Every year there is weather issues. That's just how it is. It just has been since I've known Texas 2K, so this is no different. Okay, as always, we turn it around. Fuel, ice, check coil, check plugs, cool it down, get it up in the air, nut and bolt everything underneath, pack the chutes, and now we have it ready for the supposed semifinal or the actual quarterfinals. We're going to go up against another 7-second S550. Let's see how everything goes. okay, we won the semifinal. Now we're going to go up against Brett and, you know, put up a fight, whatever. But we have to turn it on really quickly, pack the chutes, ice, fuel, tune, get back after it. Well, we're very happy we made it to the finals. Not easy, but a lot of work. We're going to go up against Brett. We are probably seriously outgunned. But look, we're happy. We're back-to-back big events, back-to-back finals appearances. Can't really poo-poo that. So we're going to go for our personal record. We've already gone a personal record 3 times this week. So we're going to try to do it again. We're going to try to shoot for a 6.5. And if it goes 6.5, that's going to be something else. So obviously, you know, we're racing a badass car. So we're just going to try to put up a small fight. There you go. He won. We put up a good fight, 669 to a 6.3. So you have plenty left in the tank. Congratulations to them. Proud of them. Proud of us. Car survived. Didn't explode. 6R80 transmission. Remember, this is still a 6R80 car. All right, signing off. Got a 16-hour ride back home. See you guys later. And at the end, everyone gets to walk on the track and experience how sticky it is.
Gotta get these people.
Perfect shoot, my God.
Oh, bro, he ran right through it. Look at that. He ran right through. No problems. Boop. People think it's the game why I fell last year, huh? Who's last year now? Huh? What you think about that?
Bro, that's
crazy, right?
I almost lost my freaking shoes there, bro. That's why I got out.
Look.
You were falling, losing their sock.
Look at this. Look. We got the cowboy.
Oh, hey, oh.
Stand down.
Oh.
Skipping the stress. Hey, lead with it, rock with it. Be stuck with it. Now drop with it.
Oh, the fuck these beavers here.
Oh shit. My man just cruised by. No problem.
Okay, just to piggyback on my video that I made a while ago about catch cans. So I've gotten a lot of people that ask a lot of questions about, do I need to exhaust my crankcase pressure aggressively? Okay, these cars, this is the Grey Goose, this is Brian Luna's Mexico Racing League SI50. These cars absolutely need to exhaust all of the crankcase pressure that they can. Twin turbo cars making over 40 or 50 psi. So just like on stock cars, you're going to ventilate the crankcase pressure through the cam cover. So obviously this is an aggressive way of ventilating everything. So this is a huge, I think 1 inch or so line, and this is where the oil cap would normally go. Actually no, this is where the oil cap would normally go, I think. And this is where the PCV system normally on stock cars would make its way into the manifold. But because this is not, you know, street stuff, they are very aggressive with getting rid of the crankcase pressure. So a lot of people said, Alex, do I need that? I want to be honest with you guys. a lot of you guys don't need this up until, you know, close to 900 or plus horsepower. And again, I'm being very general about that horsepower number, because I don't know exactly the horsepower where things start to kind of like get a little sideways. But this is why most of these cars ventilate and get rid of all crankcase pressure. And basically the catch can is a puke tank. Okay, if you look inside this trunk, it has those lines that go all the way from the cam cover under the car, and they ventilate here. That's why when this car's on the two-step, it choo-choo trains off of this. It is getting rid of every single amount of pressure possible of the crankcase. Now, how do we know it's having issues with crankcase pressure? Well, we log it. That's right. We log crankcase pressure. So let's say, for instance, and I'm going to give you an example. At 20 psi, crankcase pressure is 1 psi. Cool. 30 psi, crankcase pressure is 1.5 psi. Cool. 45 to 50 psi. Okay, now this car starts to go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know, it starts to creep up. We know that it is bunching up in there, so we measure that. And this is an extreme example, and obviously it's race car stuff. So a lot of people get a little in the weeds, but I'm trying to just kind of give you a general understanding and some common sense stuff as to why it's a good idea to ventilate it. Now, when I say atmosphere, on stock cars, you'll have, you know, one line from here, one line from here, T into one, then you have a catch can here, ventilating to atmosphere, stinking up the joint. Well, race cars, if anything happens, let's say the engine explodes and all the oil starts flying out of it, you don't want it to be in front of your car to get on your front tires or rear tires, or anywhere where there's potential heat sources like turbo stuff. So a lot of people ventilate everything to the back. So what I'm going to do on my car is something similar, but at a smaller capacity. I won't have a 1-inch line, but I'll have like a, I don't know, dash 8 or a dash 10 or something, and go all the way under the car, and then maybe put a catch can like back here somewhere, you know, like underneath here. So if you were to have it look transparent, it'd be here ventilating to atmosphere, while this one ventilates inside the trunk and basically pukes out the back.
Wow.
So this is how they vent their catch can system. See, these are coming from the cam covers, or valve covers if you want to call them. They bring a catch can all the way to the trunk, and it ventilates down. So if anything happens, it's not going to get on their tires. If anything happens, it ends up coming out of this guy, right? And nowhere near the tires, nowhere near where he's going to have an issue. Obviously, the track will get oiled down, but it's better than having it in front of the car and having it hit the tires potentially and have an accident. So most race cars vent their crankcase pressure to the back of the car, exhaust it either choo-choo train out or down to the ground away from the tires.